Hey guys, how we doing tonight? I hope that everyone is staying safe in the snow and all that good stuff. Um, don't mind me, I'm all glammed up because I had some um, self tapes to do today. So, yes, this is the life, the quarantine life, which I'm actually grateful for because I would have to drive all the way out to places, and I'm so happy I can send a video, okay, and be done from the comfort of my home. So yeah, I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about the new movie that everyone is talking about, and it's just the new talk of the town. I wanted to get into it and just kind of dissect it a little bit and just give my thoughts and my feedback about the movie. Number one, it was an amazing. The actors were amazing. Zendaya always outdoes herself always, and she's so beautiful, and she just crafts. She perfects her craft so well. Shout out to Zendaya and the other gentleman. I'm not aware of his name, but I have seen him a few times on screen. So he did an amazing job as well. Shout out to the directors and the writers for writing this. Um, Shout out to the lighting and the scenery was just amazing. And they just made it into so entertaining throughout the show. Throughout the movie with only about I think it was about like four different scenes because they were outside, then they were in the house, they were in the bathtub, the living room. But besides that, it's just the basis of the house and the outside. They made a whole movie out of that, which is amazing, which is you solely have to rely on talent as an actor and skill, and as a director, lighting, and as a writer, engaging the audience throughout that entire time. That's just amazing. So shout out to them. Um, let's get into what the movie was about. So, excuse me, take a little sip. I'm not getting paid from this company, so I ain't advertising nothing. So, the movie was about this young couple who just came back from a movie premiere. And there was a lot of events leading up to the premiere, and that led into the movie as well. But the whole movie in itself, the argument started out with, so wait, they were at the movie premiere. The guy is a producer, a movie film director, something like that, and he produced his first film. They were at the premiere of that, and him and his wife Zendaya, and as they came home, all hell broke loose. So I guess she was just waiting on she just couldn't hold it anymore or whatever, but she let it out, okay? And he wasn't holding no punches as well. He let it out as well. Um so yeah, the first argument, they got home. That first argument started out with um he was verbally abusing her, something like that. But the whole movie just goes to show um how we verbally abuse each other and how we mentally abuse each other without even knowing it, while casually eating mac and cheese. It's just so um, normalized in our society how men talk to women and how women talk to men. We don't even talk to each other anymore. We're screaming at each other, using profanity, and just not talking to each other to understand each other and to resolve conflict. Is more of you cut me, so I'm gonna cut you deeper. And that's basically what the whole movie was about, just cutting and cutting. um there were some moments of communication, but it's just when you're in love with somebody, I, it's hard to, number one, contain your emotions, and number two, articulate your emotions. So when you are doing both of those things simultaneously, sometimes it just blows up into this big argument. And that's basically what arguments are about: is you feel this way, I feel this way, but I love you, so I'm just angry about it and I'm gonna just scream about it. And sometimes it turns into rage and passion, and then they were kissing, and then it led back to an argument. It was just a lot. Coming from that type of relationship, actually my old relationship was worse than that, where the arguing would turn into physical violence, which is unnecessary. And if you're in that type of relationship, get out, because no good can come from that, and that's not love. But coming from that type of relationship, I understood why both of them associated the cursing and the profanity and just talking to each other without any respect. They associated all of that with, but I love you, though. They associated that with love. And why do we normalize that, those behaviors in relationships? Why do we normalize those behaviors at all? And I really want us to, next time you're having an argument with someone you love, someone you care about, especially a significant partner, there should be times of, and I liked how they took moments of breaks, but nothing was resolved, and they came back with the same, like, coming at each other. And I feel like when you take breaks and you just put up a pin in it, everyone calms down. We think about how we're going to communicate this, and then we talk about it in a calm manner, so we both understand each other, and we both know, and we both realize and grow from this conversation, instead of us just going back and just responding back to each other, because nothing gets done when that happens. They did do that towards the end in the bedroom scene, when Zendaya just completely just she talked to him. That was the only time she actually talked to him instead of screaming. And when she was calm and chill, that was a time when he received it. Because when we're going all like yelling and men aren't listening. And quite frankly, when they're doing that to us, we don't listen as well. We just shut down. It's a shutdown mechanism. And for Zendaya, her coming from an drug abusive type of pattern that she had with herself, she had drug addiction. That's love to her. And whatever psychological things that happened from her childhood that led her to those drugs, and whatever else she was doing, she didn't have an understanding of what love was, and she associated abuse with love. And this man abuses her. I know that he cares for her, but as far as loving her, that he doesn't love her. Love is patient, love is kind. He was not kind. he cared for her, but he was not kind to her. And I take it back to the scene of them in the bathtub. And why would you bring up all of those other women, to get back at her? What I don't understand what problem solving or what understanding can come from that besides you're attacking her self-esteem. And that's another form of abuse. That's emotional and verbal abuse. I'm surprised it didn't lead on to physical abuse, but it was pretty close. Also, why didn't he cast her? She talking about, oh, you didn't audition and stuff like that, but you live with her every single day. You know what she's capable of. Why didn't you say? And the story is about her, so why does she need to audition? Is that another form of him abusing her, saying that she's not worth anything? You already know she struggles with self-esteem. You just want her at home while you go out and take care of the things that you need to take care of. Yeah, that was another little thing. And also, why did he have the woman's breasts out during an attack, or something happened where somebody attacked her and she had her breasts out? I guess she was home and he attacked her. She had her breasts out, but that that just didn't make any sense to me. If you're talking about a woman overcoming her struggles of drug addiction and all of your ex-girlfriends and whatever he said that didn't have nothing to do with the actual film, because we know the film was about her, why did you have her boobs out, or her chest? Sorry about that. Yeah, and he didn't see anything wrong with it, and it just goes to show the level of narcissism that a lot of men place upon us when we get into relationships with them. They try to manipulate us psychologically and emotionally, and in their way, that's how they are loving us, because that's how they're controlling us. Love is associated with control for them. Not all men, just those specific types of men. And yeah, it was a lot in that film. And to come to a conclusion, are we normalizing this type of interaction between men and women in today's society? It's in the music, it's in the media, and then when I go out into the streets, I see it on the street. In my relationships, I see it. But it's not normal. So I really want us to get back to the roots of having healthy relationships where both parties communicate with each other in a calm tone. Both parties understand each other. Both parties communicate to understand each other and to grow from the problem together without stabbing each other in the back. And basically, he done stabbed her in the back, and she goes back to it. That's sad to say. That's a lot of relationships that are happening right now, and a lot of people see those type of relationships as a healthy relationship because it engages all of your emotions, but that doesn't mean that it's healthy. So I just want to leave this right here. Comment your thoughts about the movie. I would love to hear everyone's thoughts, and please share this video. Yeah, so everyone have a great day or a great night. Bye.